Welcome back to another market closing live stream. Well, we have a drying up in momentum. Momentum, as we know, does not last forever, but hopefully it comes back roaring because today is a red day, but we know that. However, we've also in the last few days been mentioning that it's red days like this that could be decent opportunities to potentially pick up some cheap calls. Unless, of course, you picked up those cheap calls before they fell, because then it's painful. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a peek at what's going on. We're going to also pull up some of the latest short interest data from, we'll take it with a grain of salt as usual. But we'll take a look and see exactly what opportunities there might be to buy the dip if we think there is a dip buying opportunity. We'll obviously talk about AMC and GME as well. And I'm excited to get going here. So let's go. We get Bloomberg going up here. And let's get right into the market closing live stream. I will say, remember, folks, super normal to go in cycles. Super normal. We get no momentum, then we get momentum. Remember, momentum was so huge in January and early February, but cooled off pretty much from the middle of February through the middle of May. So you literally, in momentum stocks, sat there for 3 months, from the middle of February to the middle of May, going, oh, man, momentum stocks are getting smashed. I mean, all of them were just getting wrecked for 3 months. And the momentum moves fast. It comes fast, and sometimes it can rotate away quickly, but then it'll come back. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on over here in the sticks. So I want to start with AMC. Take a look at this range, okay? I have not adjusted these technical bars for what? I think these bars have been here probably for about 10 days now. And so we have not moved them at all. You can go back to the last prior videos and you can see these bars have not moved whatsoever. And what's incredible is we literally went from open to touch the top bar to touch the bottom bar to consolidate in between. It's crazy. It's crazy that the bars work so well on the momentum stocks. And that's the nature of technical analysis, though. But anyway, this right here tells us a few things. First, on the 5-minute chart, which I like going to the 5-minute chart to analyze volume. Our volume substantially fell today. I mean, we had huge volume signals in the morning hours that AMC was probably not looking so good for the day. We sat here. We had 11 mil in the first 5. That's low for the first 5. I mean, we've had minutes greater than that. And the fact that we fell below 2 million within the first 45 minutes was a little problematic. I think this really set up a low volume day for AMC. And that's how when we finally got some selling pressure and we got some selling volume and volume spiked under selling pressure, we did see AMC start pulling down under that low volume. Now, sometimes low volume can actually be seen as a positive thing in momentum because it might send a signal that people are hodling, that people are holding more. And because they're not providing liquidity to the market by ironically, because, what am I trying to say? Let me rephrase this question entirely. Because people are hodling, because people are hodling and they're not providing that liquidity to the market, we're actually maintaining the resistance or support levels that we have here. We're maintaining this range, so to speak. So to make this even more clear, because I feel like I just talked myself into a corner, the more people hodl on low volume days in AMC, the more we could potentially prove that we could sit above this resistance and potential support level and potentially break to the next resistance again, which is where we're trying to get to $51. Sorry, I talked myself into a corner there. So anyway, right now we're down like 13.37% on the day in AMC here. We've got volume still pretty low here towards the end of the day. 1.2, 1.3 million in the 5-minute chart. Not so great with volume on AMC. We've got, speaking of which, hold on here 1 second. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to fix that. So that's a little bit on AMC. Now, one of the things, and y'all know this, I'm going to pull up the Black app really quick. One of the things that's driving me nuts, so nuts about AMC is the reason one of the reasons I liked AMC this morning as a short-term swing trade in adding a short-term option was that the short interest got revised up at both Ortex and at the Black app. But the Black app revised the short interest up to over 19%, only to revise it back down to only 13% short. Wouldn't have made the same decision had I had the appropriate information from the get-go. So I'm a little pissed. I'm taking this day as a learning lesson with the Black app, and we got to be careful with trusting the data they're giving us here, which I know a lot of you are like, oh, come on, Kevin, that's obvious. But I'll tell you, seeing that happen in front of your face, seeing those numbers change in your face, that was messed up. And we recorded it too. We documented on here. It's crazy. So anyway, all right, let's go ahead and pull up the current short interest listed for what it's worth on AMC. It's currently sitting at, well, a frozen screen. I'll share it with you here. There we go. So never mind this. There we go. Oops, that's a messy desktop. There it is. Okay, 13.98%. That's where we sit right now, 13.98. This morning it said 19%, which was incredible. And that is quickly adjusted downward intraday. So I believe they had some sort of mistake in calc or whatever, but they really screwed us on that one at market open. GameStop has been rotating down 27%. This is substantially more than the $5 million worth of, 5 million shares worth of dilution that we're getting. 5 million shares. We divided this out yesterday. We're going to pull up the float again. It was somewhere around 7% dilution. And obviously, we're seeing a substantial larger sell-off here on GME. Now, Ryan Cohen is obviously being strategic with GameStop here. I mean, what's the point of advertising to the world what your GameStop plan is when you're not ready to execute in? I think Ryan Cohen's actually taking a very brilliant approach of what I like to call, this is actually from the book Good to Great, loading up the bus. And once you have the bus loaded with the right people, then you come up with the strategy and then you execute. And I actually think that's really good for GameStop. Now, GameStop has recently shot up to over $300. So if we go to the day chart here, we're really giving back a fraction of where we've come from. I mean, we were sitting at 140 to 160 for months. And only recently here with AMC did we get a run. So yeah, we've got a 28% shave off right now, but there's still a lot of meat left in GME here over and above where GME was just trading a few months ago, even honestly a few weeks ago at this point. So keeping an eye on our momentum movers here. These other momentum movers, we closed our short-term options on these. Keep in mind, anytime I send a buy or sell alert, whether I made money or I lost money on my short-term trades, I always say if I made money or lost money. And so I give you a total for the week or the day or whatever I ended up doing. I give you a total. And I got to update the spreadsheet again. But we have a running spreadsheet going. I want to say we're probably going to be somewhere around a positive, trading with about $65,000. We're probably positive about $55,000 on trading right now with 60 of in our swinging spreadsheet. So we'll have to update that spreadsheet. But anytime I buy or sell, we send an alert in the course link down below, which you could use that 40% off coupon code for any of the courses. But Stocks and Psychology of Money comes with those alerts and that spreadsheet. I'm going to make a note to update that spreadsheet right after this. Because we've made a few trades. All the trades are there. Trades get documented right away. But anyway, yesterday we closed out of some of our momentum. We closed out of Arcimoto. We closed out of Root. We had closed out of Workhorse. And we had closed out of some of these that we thought potentially might consolidate soon. The reason I thought that yesterday, and folks yesterday got mad at me for suggesting that momentum was slowing down. And I said, just be careful. The technicals are suggesting that we are slowing down with momentum. And so we've what's going on, Smurf? What are you complaining about? Just you see a comment here, but you didn't actually say anything. But anyway, the technicals were indicating we were going to get a slowdown in momentum. When volume slows down, when liquidity increases, we have more shares available. We tend to get less of that squeeze momentum in the momentum stocks. So that's why we chilled out on some of these momentums yesterday. Now, there are some other momentums that are doing very well. HUD-8, I wouldn't exactly call a momentum stock. It is playing off of the uplisting where HUD-8 is going from an OTC to I'm not sure. Is it the NASDAQ or the NYSE? Either way, it'd be an uplisting, whichever stock exchange it ends up listing on. Then Sens is running well here. I mean, Sens has been phenomenal. It is part of the momentum movement as well. Sens has been doing extremely well. The volume right now is still pretty strong. I mean, it's nowhere near what we had this day on June 4th that we had this insane like run up here. But boy, oh boy, we have a lot of volume today, even relative to the other days here. And the day's not even over yet right now. So very, very good. Somebody here says they think people took quick profits on AMC. It's possible because when we broke that 51, you'll notice just taking a peek at the technicals here. I'll pull it up again here. I love the format of your video early. Must be ADHD. Oh, well, thank you for that. Please destroy this FUD. Okay, I'll look at that in 1 second. Give me a second here. Okay, so short interest on bonds is not something I'm going to get into. All right, what was I just saying? I have no idea what I was just saying. But anyway, Sens, incredible volume here, incredible mover here, really, really strong. We've got CrowdStrike up 6.8%. These are some nice movers here. Look at that, Affirm, C3 AI. These are some I've been keeping my eye on. I don't see where AI is right now, but I do see Affirm's up. We got Square, Walgreens. Some of these have been selling down a little bit. Enphase up a nice 5% today. Very, very good. We've got, let's see here, Microvision. Microvision never really went anywhere today. It had a very strong day. You know, it started off strong, but and we're up, but not a good finish here. SoFi back up after selling down a little bit yesterday. I'm really looking for 26 at SoFi. Really looking for 26 because I've got an option that I'm going to be dumping on SoFi as soon as I get to my target. I've got my written down target. GME right now down 20%. Part of me is very tempted looking at some of these sell downs here to potentially pick up some options in the toilet, because I do think it's, I mean, here's the problem. The downside is you could end up having another drop tomorrow. And you get this sort of 2-day consolidation period, in which case buying more of the options would be better tomorrow. But it's red now, right? It's always the famous problem here. So AMC 100 shares short, only need $4 billion to cover within the money calls exercised at expiration, assuming the shorts were opened at $1. The was able to exercise $500 at 500 calls at a lower float. Okay, I understand. So let's see here. AMC 100 million shares short, only need $4 billion to cover all. Understand, $4 billion to eliminate all of the shorts that there are. Okay. With in the money calls exercise at expiration, assuming shorts were open. Okay. Deep F and value was able. I'm not sure what you mean with DFV was able to exercise 500 calls at a lower float. I know he exercised his calls on GME when the price was much lower on GME, and he converted those into shares. I don't see an issue with the float and then actually being able to exercise your options. So maybe I'm a little confused with exactly what you're asking. Like I see your statement here, but I'm a little confused with what your question is. Can we get a program discount for my AMC pick? Oh, yeah, you could use I'm not leaving. Now, what else do we have here? Could you, okay, we answered that. Sundial looking at, I did close out Go EV. We closed that, did we? Pretty sure we closed that. We closed that out with the other ones, didn't we? Closed out everything. How is Go EV doing right now? No, we closed out all of them. And I'm pretty sure we did that on a live stream together. But either way, 3% down on Go EV here. We're down to about 972. Bought some Redfin. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Redfin's great. People are saying they can't find the shares. Oh, well, I think that becomes, it's not so much of a float issue. I think it becomes a share utilization issue at that point. It's a little bit of a tricky question to know exactly the market making implications here. But I mean, for example, if somebody bought calls and the person had sold covered calls, then the shares are available. The issue becomes if somebody had sold a naked call, which is a style of shorting, right? And now it's difficult to locate the shares. Well, I mean, you have to locate the shares on the open market, and that means driving the price up. You know, whoever sold the call just takes the market risk of you have to pay whatever the share price is today. So really, you're just putting in a market order. So I don't actually see a liquidity issue in filling call contracts, because you just buy them on the open market to get the shares that you need. I mean, I guess I'm trying to reason as to why there might be a liquidity issue in closing out these call contracts. I don't see that. I don't see float as being an issue there at all, because you just buy on the market. Price just goes up. That's all it is. All right. So let's see here. All righty. Let's see what else we got here. So let's go ahead and listen to CNBC just for a moment. Oops, that's that. There we go. CNBC for a moment. Let's listen in.
Camp that all the stimulus will lead to above trend line growth in GDP. That will lead to better earnings. And I think that you will see the cyclicals continue to rally. That means if you think that you have a little bit more inflation, and inflation isn't all transitory, and I don't think it is. I think wage pressures are...
Okay, whoever asked about GoEV, it's the yesterday, June 9th update is where it is. So it was posted. I post anytime I trade, I post it right away.
A little bit higher interest rates. Maybe you can get to 2%. That's really all we need. And oh, by the way, that's still kind of Goldilocks scenario.
Well, shares of Ashford Hospitality are lower today, but the name has been a huge meme stock.
Okay, so Drew, I closed out my options on Arcimoto yesterday. I still have my shares because I have long shares. And so I had short-term options on Arcimoto. And I bought a while ago, I have, where are they? Here we go. I have Arcimoto shares, and I'm diamond handing those shares just like I am on the AMC shares. So I have 6,200 shares of Arcimoto. Yeah, that's in my Robinhood. Okay, so and those are staying. Meme trader, let's hear it.
Chose to lean into it a little bit, and we'll see what happens.
One way he's leaning into it, issuing a number of stock sales this year. So far, he's raised about $100 million. Keep in mind, this is a company that's sitting on a lot of debt, approximately 5 or 4.
Ashford, yes, Ashford.
Seema, thanks so much for that. Mike, in meme stock world today, quite a lot of selling and steady throughout the session, getting worse for the likes of GameStop, down 30% now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it requires waves and waves of new money.
All right, I'm going to fall off here. Why did I buy Arcimoto? No, it didn't have anything to do with me actually riding the vehicles. It had to do with the fact that I was looking at it at like $7, and I'm like, Arcimoto at $7 is a really, really good deal. And so that's why I sent the alert. Usually with my alerts are very qualified too, usually when I send them. So for example, if I say, hey, like, this is really, 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 really risky, it could literally evaporate. Keep that in mind. But no, with Arcimoto, it was just so oversold. And so that's why we moved in on Arcimoto, and that's been profitable. I am sincerely looking at some potential options here right now to maybe even pick up. Just because things have sold down so much, options pricing could be very, very low. You could... If you had like cojones of steel, but I'm really tempted on this. Okay, I bought a call on AMC this morning, and obviously got screwed on it. Now, it was a very small portion of money compared to my trading that I usually do. I chose a smaller amount because I just wasn't so certain with the volume, but I was very excited by the short interest move, which we got clickbaited on and screwed on. And so part of me is wondering if I buy a call option now with the same expiration or even a week or two longer, and I get in a little bit. Well, I'm going to be taking advantage of lower pricing now. If we get a little bit of a bounce back tomorrow, I'm going to be able to exit this move well, the options play. The problem is tomorrow, if we break the 41 level, I could dump to 28. That's going to be a problem. So part of me is tempted to do a buy the dip call here. But oh, great. Now I've got people in the chat saying they got puts on AMC. Oh, come on, man. Come on, get out of here. You know what's the most annoying thing is it's very sad. but I'll read the comments. And so while AMC was on the ride up to like $70, I'm like, yo, just be careful. Be careful. Like if you got life-changing amounts of money, remember it's okay to like change your life, right? People are like, no, you're just a shill. You're expressing caution. You're not just the hype man. You're a shill. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like not true at all, but okay. Then now AMC's down. Now it seems like that same group of people like, man, you didn't warn us about AMC. You're a shill. And I'm like, oh my God, you have got to be kidding me. like it's just it's so sad. I think those commenters represent like the very small minority. I believe that 99% of you watching me every day are not like that. But there's definitely that 1% that's really vocal, that no matter what you do, it's ridiculous. It's bad. All right. So anyway, all right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the problem with, I would just want to think through this logic here for a moment. The problem with, look, the ballsy move here is grabbing a call option on AMC to eradicate some of the pain from the call this morning. That is an option. Alternatively, you can wait till tomorrow and see what happens. Hold on, let me listen to this for a second.
IPO this year. It's been reported that it's seeking a valuation of more than $100 billion.
Diddy files for IPO. Chinese ride-hailing company.
About its financials and prospective listing.
Nah. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so pretty close to that support line. I don't know. I hate inaction, like me just not doing anything, especially when there's so much beautiful red right here, because to me, this is shopping. Like this is de-risking. You know, I see red as de-risking. When I see red, I'm like, oh, it's less risky than it was earlier, you know? Okay, this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to just go really basic charting here. And I'm just going to go look around here. Quantum, Arcimoto. No, see, like Arcimoto 13, I'm not going to add to it here. I liked where I got it. I liked the swing that I did with it. We got some profitable money out of it. Our shares were diamond handing. AMC shares, we're diamond handing these AMC shares. We are at our second support line. And so I am worried about a potential breakthrough bringing me to 28. And so that would be, I would start getting more interested in you know, averaging up on, well, I mean, getting some calls, certainly, to offset some of the other movement in the stock. Microvision usually peaks around 24 to 27. CrowdStrike, let's just zoom in a little bit more here. Yeah, they don't make it. Stocks ain't for the paper handy people. It's not easy. All right, UiPath, Affirm. I'm still very, very tempted by Affirm, but at $63, I'm jumping up and down right now. This is one that I've been very curious about. No options on Pubmatic, though. Very, very, very short. I mean, it's close to oversold right now. It's 35 on the RSI. That's nothing. It's really good, technically. Tesla up a couple percent, good. Amazon Ubiquity. I'm good with my longer-term tech positions, though. I spent the first 3 months of this dip buying the crap out of these companies. I have so many more shares than I did before. They're maybe down in value, some of them. Well, the recent purchases, some of them. But then again, we averaged down because we also did buy Tesla at 540, for example. Square at like 190, Peloton at 79. Like those are way up. So I think we're doing very well on the portfolio overall. We've got AMC. Yeah, that's the big question here. Low volume, very stable right now at this line. I wish I saw a little bit more of a volume trend coming into AMC. That didn't look like sell volume coming in. And that's probably the only thing holding me back. Now, then you've also got Theta Decay on options. Yeah, what time is the Tesla live stream? I honestly have not even looked at the time yet, but let me know what it is. So the Theta Decay on my AMC options right now is, oh gosh, okay, 29 cents. So I'm going to lose 29 cents tomorrow on a $10.45 contract. So I'm going to lose, that's actually not as bad as I thought it was. I'm going to hold this. Okay, I'm going to lose 2.7% holding this contract for one more day. So if AMC goes up 2.7% tomorrow, I break even. So wish me luck on diamond handing that AMC contract through tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. It's 7 p.m., but you want to cover it starting at 8:30. Or is that what you said? Really? 8:30 Pacific? Really? Oh my gosh. Wait, where is it? Where is the Tesla event? Can I go? Can I like physically go? I'd rather physically go. If it's going to be that late. What do we got here? No, not Gmail. Tesla event. Tesla event. Let's see. How to watch the debut. Fremont, no invite, no entry. Oh, we should just hit him up. I probably wouldn't get an answer. Tesla, I can't get to Fremont anyway. I'll be in San Francisco this weekend, though. That'll be fun. Is Warren? Oh, Warren's awesome. Oh, good. Oh, I'm happy Warren's going. That's really good. That's very, very good. So let's go back to the sticks here. Well, so then we'll have coverage there. I love Warren. I got to talk to him again about guns. If anybody knows him, shout him out and let him know that I got to talk to him about guns. So, all right, what do we got here? We got 20 seconds left in the closing day here. Let's go ahead and get it.
For the Dow, the Nasdaq still holding on to 0.8% of gains. The Russell is negative today, down 0.7%. Quite a big gut check in the Russell intraday and never really bounced or recovered. Healthcare, real estate, technology, communication services, the four sectors performing the best. They're all up 0.7% or so. The worst
It's so loud. Oh man, that is so loud. Settle down. So there's the closing bell. We got the Dow basically flat. The S&P up about 0.5%. The Nasdaq up about 0.77. Russell down about Russell small cap here down about 16. I'm sorry, down about 0.2. That's 0.2%. Dow's pretty much flat. All right, let's go ahead and jump on over. It feels incomplete if it's not loud now. Yeah, geez, no kidding. All right, folks. All right, so I'm diamond handing those AMC options, folks. I added to that position, okay? Like we let's be real here. People, the jerks in the comments who are like, yeah, you're just being shoot. Don't you realize I'm running to be governor? Like I gotta dress up. I can't be in a hoodie all day long, okay? But I owe you all. We're gonna do a check-in on the position just so you can see what it looks like. We are right now the same shares. Same shares are currently at 60K. Okay, 60K right here. So that puts them down about 18 right now on the AMCs. All right, that's okay. We've made more money in options this week, which has been fine. The AMC timing, I really wanted, like I liked my strategy that I had last week. But everybody got mad at me with my strategy last week. See, now I would have been buying the shares for like $30. Oh well. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Try to strategize and people get mad at you. That's okay. So what do we got? We've got Enfe. Yeah, gosh, those would have been, whatever. All right, after hours movers. So let's look at how the day closed out today here. So we've got HUD 8 up 23.8%. Love this company, love the people, great folks, great people. Just be careful about the buy the rumor, sell the news on this up listing. So then we've got Sens up 17.9 here. Very, very nice. Small percentage of hating weirdos. Yeah, no kidding. So then we've got Restoration Hardware here, 15.74%. We've got SunPower up 8.23%. CLII, Big Digital, Blue Apron. Blue Apron lately has been something, yeah, it's been running lately. Take a look at these moves here lately. Not bad. All right, let's see here. Okay, one sec. Okay, get this down. Okay, then we've got BYD. It's down 6.5%. Microvision down, up 6.5%. Blue Apron though. Let's go look at the shorts really quick on Blue Apron. Blue Apron. What's the ticker here? Ticker on Blue Apron is APRN. APRN. CSGO is allowing crypto transactions? No way. 12.83% here. Do I think Tesla will be a sell the news event? No, because it's a delivery event. So people are going to be leaving like really happy with their cars. It's not like you're expecting an announcement. So I actually don't think the Tesla event will be a sell the news event. What I do think is that the biggest danger risk factor for Tesla right now is if people get their Tesla Plaid and it's crap. That would be the worst. Like the car has problems. The car breaks down. The car has loose bolts. The car's battery sucks. The cars catch on fire. Like any kind of problem with the new Plaid will be very, 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 very bad for Tesla stock, in my opinion. So no, I don't think today is that catalyst, but I think the next 2 months is going to be that tentative phase. If Tesla can get through the next 2 months positive, like good, without massive issues, then that's pretty juicy. That would be very, very good. Yeah. So make a difference, be the change. Meet Kevin. Not supposed to catch on fire and watch the FUD. Oh my gosh. So I know y'all messing with me now. All right, what else we got here? So, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Well, I'm gonna look at momentum tomorrow substantially, and I want to see the shifts, at least the inflection points, because I don't trust the data exactly anymore about short interest. The estimates are just too skewed, but at least the inflection point should be useful to watch. And we'll see what kind of momentum, if any, we might want to add to tomorrow. I think recently it's actually been a movement into crypto a little bit more. Let me see here. Okay, if you sell a covered call, that is a style of being bearish. And some people consider that a version of shorting. It's not directly shorting, but you are benefiting from the price not going up. Whatever. Worry about your own portfolios. See, the problem with me is I, in my opinion, had a very, very good strategy for AMC, but apparently I didn't give myself the opportunity, and I recognize that now. I did not. I shouldn't say apparently. I shouldn't qualify that. I didn't give myself the length. Like had I said, I will diamond hand AMC in the next 2 weeks, that would have been a lot better. That would have afforded me a lot more luxuries and liberties. But I set myself up for that. So that's my fault. But the strategy I've had, I think, was very good. And that's what it is. But anyway, all right. Honesty from a misinformed person, because from a misinformed, who's missing? Honesty is not fun. Who's being? I think you all are talking in the chat there. Okay. All right. Well, I want to look at coin market cap for a moment. No, we touched on EXPI, and we're going to talk about it again in a moment. All right. EXPI has been very volatile. It doesn't have a lot of volume. So I do want to look at crypto here really quickly. Bitcoin has just recently started bouncing off some of the highs that we've seen. Just do it with your own money on top of the campaign. Do what with your own money? Oh, no, because I disclose all my positions. So I'm not going to, like, there's no way in hell I would buy AMC stock and then like short it and not tell anyone about it, because then I'd be a liar. Then it's like I'm so transparent. Like, I don't care. You guys can know everything about me. We're gonna, as soon as we got our next tax returns, those are coming out. So that'll probably be in October. I'm thinking about doing an income video after this. I don't know if anybody wants to see that, but I might do that. I think it'd be kind of cool, like doing a, you know, income as a YouTuber before and after announcing candidacy or whatever. Yeah, because it's like, well, you'll see. I don't want to give it away. I don't know. Would that be interesting? Boxers or briefs, everything? Like, are you asking me if I'm wearing pants? I got pants on, okay? Oh crap! My just ripped this out of my ear. See? There we go. Okay, pants. All right. So where were we? Stupid. Okay, so let's look at CoinMarketCap here. Stupid cables. It's the worst. I need to get like a wireless ones of these. They're not shorts. They're not shorts. The pants. The jeans. Cardano. Come on, Cardano. What are you doing to me? The first time I bought crypto in a while. Cardano, Tether, Ethereum. Well, Tether. Sure, Tether's Tether. Ethereum's kind of, yeah, the crypto's been very soft. The crypto market, very soft here. Theta. How's I want to look this up. How's the rocket been? Let's go take a look here. And then I want to get back to the sticks and want to strategize a little more. So the rocket right now is, whoa, that's a big old shift here. Wow. Yeah, I mean, almost all of that peak hype from Elon Musk's tweet has almost evaporated. Yikes. So much for punishing people for selling. What did it say? Live Biden to speak on vaccination. Shrugging off inflation fears. Well, we know the inflation fear was a joke. We already talked about that. We had a whole video on the inflation thing being a joke. All right, so let's look at what's going on in the after hours here. Let's see what's losing. What's getting screwed. So Arcimoto, yeah, see, still getting a little bit of momentum moving to the downside here. XL, Bumble, Arcimoto, Sends moving about 1 to 1.25 down into the afters. Skills, Enphase giving back a little bit. It's a brutal market out there right now. You know, a lot has been up. I mean, specifically, index funds have been doing very, very well. Dave & Buster's. Did Dave & Buster's just report? Hold on. Let's see. Earnings calendar. It looks like it climaxed. Oh no. Why is the lead up so long and the climax so short? So Dave & Buster's reported. So Dave & Buster's must have beat here. Let's go ahead and pull up a little bit more here. Let's go to give me a second here. Play. Let's check out Dave & Buster's. Okay, Dave & Buster's comes in at an expected loss per share of 21 cents. Oh, it came in with earnings of 40 cents. Oh, that is a strong beat. Oh, Dave & Buster's. Oh, I love Dave & Buster's. I'm so happy they survived. I was so worried they were going to go bankrupt after when Chuck E. Cheese went bankrupt. It's like, oh no. 335 to 350 mil projected, 282 million in revenue. Killing it, Dave & Buster's. 4 new store openings in 2021. Yay! Forecast beats. We got a revenue beat. We got a bottom line beat. Triple beat on a Dave & Buster's. Really, really good. That's excellent. Let's go ahead and look at Chewy. Chewy individual news here. Okay, Chewy launch in the launch pad. All right, what's Chewy got for us? Chewy has net sales coming in at 2.14 billion versus an estimate of 2.13. That is an increase. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry. So then we've got Chewy coming in with a net of 38.7 million versus an estimated loss of 11.7. That's actually really good. See, they were estimated to lose $11 million, and they actually came in with a net of 38.7. That's great. But they're actually down 3.5% in the after hours. Wow. Why? Net sales. The net sales barely beat. Is it because of forecasts? I don't. Okay, C's 8.9 to 9 billion in sales, and the estimate was for about 8.9. So that's a tiny, teeny little beat here. So I'm curious as to why Chewy would be going down on beating. Maybe it's just not beating enough. That's probably. I mean, that's the way the market works these days. So you don't beat enough, it starts going down. All right, what do we got here? Oh, okay, well, that could be an overreaction. See, it's already recovering. Yeah, it's only down 1.8%. That's not bad. Sen's giving up a little more along with Arcimoto XL Fleet. And, okay. Sorry. Something coming down the pipe. Go for the income video. Your transparency is key was a golden ticket for me buying your course. Seriously, it was also inspirational. Your CNBC was one of his. Oh, well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's super cool. Okay. All right, we'll do it. Do it after this video. We'll go take care of that. I'll film that. All right, y'all. All right. So where are we? So Dave and Buster's doing great. GameStop coming back a little bit. Build-A-Bear holding on to this 17 level. Pretty powerful over here. We've got Nat Bev 1.25. Remember, 98% of my portfolio, folks, just to make it very clear here. I blame Kevin for my losses and myself for my gains. What is that, like the epitome of the comment section? Yeah, no. So sorry. I get jaded about the comment section. The comments are so mean sometimes. Except when things are just going to the moon. Then the comments are very happy. Except when you're expressing caution and everything's going to the moon, then everybody hates you because you're a shill. It's a game. And I think that the craziest thing about it is I'm like totally on your side. Like, I don't know how much more I could be on your side. So, all right. You're very mean people. Yeah, no kidding. All right. What else? Okay. You know what's very tempting to me? I am very, very tempted. I got to 208 here. Yeah, for a flash in the pan there. I'm very tempted. If Coinbase... Okay, I'm going to write this down, all right? We're going to do this from now on. We're going to write down our strategy, okay? Our strategia. And then whenever I execute on this strategy or I come up with another strategy, obviously the first person to know are always going to be folks in the course when I actually execute a strategy. But yeah, 1 second here. I want to tell you about this. Okay. So this is going to sound nuts. Okay. You ready for this? I'm going to sound like some of you are going to go, no, Kevin, don't do it. But it's going to get some of y'all thinking. Okay. You ready for this? Coinbase 2023 leaps. I'm writing it down. Coin leaps. Okay. I'm writing it down. It's an investment. It's just writing it down. Okay. That's all we're doing. It's just writing it down. We've got Spotify. Oh my gosh, what happened to Spotify? Wow, Spotify got smoked. And that's probably what people say Tesla too. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, what the? Spotify is sitting around summer. Oh my gosh, it's like year-over-year levels. Literally 0 year-over-year. You've got to be kidding me. And it's a tiny little gain year-over-year. Wow, it's almost flat year-over-year. What? Joe Rogan happened to Spotify? Shut up. Really? That's supposed to be a good thing. You're just being mean. No, you can't blame Joe Rogan. Can you? I don't know. Spotify. No more Meet Kevin Report episode. What I want to do? I don't know. I mean, did y'all like the Meet Kevin Report thing? I don't mind doing it again. If you guys liked it, and gals. And I respect the gals here. Which, by the way, can I get some more freaking people applying for the campaign, please? Like, first of all, like, it's not my fault. Most of my staff are guys when like 80 or to 90% of my audience is dudes. Okay, so I'm like fishing in a barrel of dudes here. So if you are a woman and you want a job, please also consider applying because we do not have enough applications for women. But I'm also tired of seeing the comments from people like, oh, you don't have enough this, you don't have that, you don't have this. It's like, oh, come on. We're just trying to get started here. So anyway, staff at meetkevin.com, okay? All right. So looking at Spotify, I'm looking at Spotify's financials, and revenue growth is expected to be between 15, 16, 17%. EPS coming in at about 450 2025. 54 times. Still losing money. I don't know. It's still a little pricey. But the revenue is accelerating. I don't know. Hire 12 models. You should say you might not want to say women. You should say identifies to be correct. Oh. Any human being who wants to apply, anyone who identifies as a human, who would like to work for the campaign, please send an email to staff@meetkevin.com. All right, let's go back to the sticks here. Let's see what else do we have here. All right. So then we have Riot, Arrival. No, well, Arrival. No, not a 20. No. 20 is like my number for Arrival. Not saying it's not going to do well, okay? I believe in Arrival. Neo. Yeah, Neo broke out. Xpeng also kind of broke out here recently. It's done very, very well. I'm going to stay away from the retail. Definitely going to stay away from retail right now. Dave & Buster's is nice, but it's also been trading sideways for months. Got enough tech. Ford at 15. Wayfair at 328. No way. That thing moved off Restoration Hardware. That's nuts. ChargePoint. Man, these things got expensive again. What happened? EXPI. What happened to EXPI today? Oh, look at it. It literally just rotated off our line again. It seems to like doing that. EXPI, I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch EXPI. Alien Lives Matter. Oh, man. Gosh. MP Material. MP, rare earth mining. They should benefit from Biden's new stuff. I really like talking to their CEO as well. I think it's a great company. Yeah, I don't know. Like, nothing's too horribly oversold right now. Skills. Yeah, even Skills. Nothing's horribly oversold right now. Dave & Buster's just making up what it gave up earlier. At least not on my list. Oh, here's the longer list. AMD. AMD's been flat for a while. Picking stuff right now has been quite challenging because things are at elevated levels. The things that have sold off have started recovering, with the exception of Coin. Literally, Coin is the only thing left, is what it feels like. And, of course, some momentum. But momentum is a different style of play. But Coin at 221, I mean, that's a triple from my 5-year target. And I was only going for a double at 400. Or no. I was going for, what's it going for? I don't know. I have to look at the numbers again. I'll look at the numbers again before I buy. But EXPI, let me see what this is selling for forward right now. EXPI. You could sell puts to get into coin even cheaper. It's a strategy. Consider it. Sell a crap load of puts. We'll look at it right now. We'll look at the pricing. Hold on. Let me look at the EXPI. By the way, if you like more discussions like this where we think up strategies, check out the programs down below. Seriously, we do this all the time where we're regularly thinking up strategies in terms of what to invest in. And it's a good community, really good community. So I'd love to have you. Use that coupon code down below. I'm not leaving. It gets you 40% off. Okay, 35.79 divided by 79. 44 times right now. Yeah, I'm okay with that. 44 times 25. Yeah. All right. Let's look at the coins really quick. Selling puts on coin. Coinbase. So if I go into coin right now and we go to options and we sell a put and I sell a 250 long. Ooh, come in here, sell a 250 long. How much would I get paid to suggest I'm, or you know what, even open interest 350. Oh god, let me go for, let's look at the pricing for this. Whoa. Wait a second. But how much? Yeah, hold on a sec. So if you went into this and you bought 10 contracts at $300, that's a lot of money that you need. That's 300 grand. No way. Whoa. Wait, oh, this is buying. Oh, duh. Okay, there we go. Wait. Whoa. So if you sold puts in Coinbase and you promised to pay someone $300, I mean, obviously the stock has to rise a lot to get there, right? 300 divided by $200, 220. The stock has to go up 36% to get there, which would be the same as basically just putting 300 grand in and it getting up there about roughly, because that would give me about, you know, what, 36%, something like that. Give me about 108 grand. See, look at the credit here. You would get $118,000 as a credit for agreeing to put $300,000 into coin. That's crazy. What if you went shorter term? So what if I agreed to buy coin at, oh, I don't know. Let's say I agreed to buy coin shorter term at, let's go Jan 2022. One sec. Oh, might not be my. Sorry. Okay, so so if you go shorter term, and you went to, let's say, 250, yeah, 250s. They've got a lot of open interest here. Not the only thing we want to consider here, but what do we got here? $45. If you agreed to buy 250 times 10 contracts times 100, you agreed to put 250K into coin. Right now, you would get a credit for $57,600. And as long as this closed above $250, you wouldn't have to assign, you wouldn't have to do anything, but you would get this credit. The problem is it eats up your collateral. That's the downside, is it forces you to eat up the money that you have sitting in your margin. So that is a downside, or whatever cash you have, it ties it up. I'm going to explore this. Selling options are confusing. Yeah, basically, you're giving somebody the right to force you to buy stock at that price. So, like, write that down. Like, literally that phrase there. If I sell a put, I give someone the right to force me to buy at a certain price. So that way, when you buy a put, it's the opposite. You're forcing somebody else to buy at a certain price. Anyway, okay. What else is going on in the after hours now? After hours, Dave and Buster's is going nuts here. Skills is actually moving as well. We got Skills going about 3.14% to the upside. Ocugen coming back after a really rough day. Both Skills, GameStop, actually all three of these, Skills, GameStop, AMC, Ocugen, these guys doing pretty rough here on the day, but pretty decently here. And well, I mean, they're turning green in after hours, which is nice. Seeing a little bit of green in the afters. Snowflake, we've got, here's AMC down almost a full % in the afters. Snowflake, what happened with Snowflake? What? They're not reporting news today, or they're not reporting anything today. Yeah, there's nothing. What's going on with Snowflake? What happened? Huh. And the Chewy come back? Chewy. I'll look at the news really quick on Snowflake, and then I gotta go. So while I pull up the news on Snowflake really quick, if you haven't yet, check out the program's link down below and use that 40% off coupon code and get yourself life insurance when you go to metkevin.com/life. Or shop that by going to metkevin.com/lemonade. Or get 2 free stocks by going to metkevin.com/weeble and depositing $100. Okay, seeking out Snowflake announces new integration for developers. I don't see anything. Maybe this is just a fund dumping out a little bit. Yeah, I don't see any reason why Snowflake would be down 4.8% here. That's odd. MP and GHVI are undervalued. Matterport is undervalued. No doubt. No doubt. All right. I think we did well here. All right, folks. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. I will circle back with more ideas, as always. Good luck out there. Thank you for being here. Talk to you soon. Bye.